Xiao Mingxian. We agreed 5 grand was for my brother to get a wife, and you went behind my back and bought this rundown shack. Wife.
This shop is by the old dock and market. With current city plans, the area will be rebuilt and expanded within 5 years. The price, sure win, no way we lose.
Rebuilt my ass. This dump reeks of mold. I feel dirty looking at it. Return this house right now and send the money to my brother, or don't blame me for divorcing you. Hey.
No, Yaya, you can't just say divorce and mean it. Let's talk it through.
We've married 3 years. Every penny in this house I earned by getting up early and staying out late, buying and selling it. I've never treated you badly. I never stopped spending money on your brother, but trust me on this house.
Fine. You never listen anyway. Tomorrow at 8, we go to the Civil Affairs Bureau and get divorced. Whoever doesn't show is a coward.
This house sits at the heart of the Jianghan Plain. From a traditional feng shui perspective, prime land that gathers wind and energy. Whether for business or value retention, it's a good choice.
Xiao Mingxuan, have you lost your mind? We had a good life, and you had to buy that lousy house. Now it's come to divorce. Are you insane?
Son, Mom is begging you. Please return the house.
Mom, Dad, the house is fully paid for, and the title transfer is done. There's no turning back. Trust me, this house will bring our family good days ahead.
Think it over carefully yourself.
All they see is a rundown house. To them, the beams and pillars are ordinary old pine. But after all my years of praising antiques, I could tell at a glance that grain was unusual. Back in the wartime years, the original owner painted it to keep others from coveting it. With a cheap, dark coat of paint. Actually, it's golden Namu wood.
I was blind to marry an idiot like you. You spent 5 grand on a dump and drained our last penny. Glad we split. Finally rid of you, you spineless loser with zero taste.
Yeah. Good thing we got divorced. This house is made of golden Namu wood. It's hard yet flexible, and it can't be moved around carelessly. Otherwise, the grain will be damaged and value will drop.
Old Master Lee's shabby house got sold? The paint's peeling, and inside filthy and messy. No idea which sucker paid 5 grand for this dump.
Exactly. Heard buying this place made his wife leave him. Spent 5 grand on this wreck and lost his family over it. He must have lost his mind.
After working at the antique shop, I got a sharp eye. What I need now is a reliable source. It's a great spot. Clean it up and open an antique store. Later on, I'll hunt for some treasures. This table doesn't look that heavy. Why won't it budge? Is something stuck under it?
Oh, sorry, man. Did what we said hit a nerve? I talk straight, so don't take it personally.
Judging by the craftsmanship and the latch on this box, what's inside has to be special. I really struck gold with this place. Blue and white porcelain vase from the Qinghua era, an imperial kiln masterpiece. This fine piece is priceless on the market. A Qinghua Dotsai bowl. Few years ago, one sold for over 100, and the vase is even rarer than the Dotsai bowl. Conservative estimate, it's worth 500,000. No. Way more than 500,000. This is my one chance to turn my life around. Good Lord. You finally gave me a chance. Starting today, my fate, Xiao Mingxuan's, has completely changed. The jade is crystal clear, with excellent translucency, definitely top grade. 5,000 bucks.
Got me a whole treasure vault.
But I can't bring all this stuff out at once. It needs a legal identity, a respectable origin. My antique shop. That's who they are.
Come on, have a seat. How's shop coming along?
Not bad. I'm still fixing it up. Uncle Wong, I came to see you today to ask a favor.
What is it? Go ahead.
Please take a look and tell me what you think of this.
Xiao, this thing. Where did you get this?
It's been in my family for generations. We need money fast, so want to sell it.
From the Qianlong era. A rare imperial kiln piece. The glaze and the style are both spot on. Zachary, this is no ordinary piece.
How much is it worth?
8,000.
That's about the going price. What about this one?
A Qinghua blue and white porcelain vase in this condition. At this price, it's at least 500 grand.
Since I brought it out, I'll sell it.
If you want to sell, I can introduce you to a buyer. He collects this stuff in Peking. I got through old Wong.
to make the connection.
I know some people who can pay well.
A porcelain vase from the Tsinghua range. 500 grand is low. Once I get this money, I'll renovate the shop first, then slowly sell the other antiques. Okay, please help me contact the buyer.
This is his address. Go find it yourself. But little Zhao, I need to warn you. Run deeper in Beijing. Be careful and don't get played.
Thanks, Uncle Wong. I know. This 500,000 is my starting point to turn my life around.
Old Wang sent me. Come in. Did you bring it?
Brought it over. Take a look.
Good stuff. Really good stuff. The body is thin and light, fine as paper. Feels smooth and warm. That's the signature glutinous rice body of Tsinghua porcelain. This blue and white vase is worth at least 500,000. Where did you get it?
It's been in my family for generations.
Not bad, not bad. An authentic imperial kiln piece from the Tsinghua period, and it's in great condition. I'll give you 550,000. If you get anything good again, you can come to me again.
No problem.
Count it.
That's right, 550,000.
The item is mine now. You can go.
Thank you, sir. If I get more goods, I'll
Go on, go on. Be careful on the way.
With this 550,000, I can renovate, restock, and finally open for business. From now on, Zachary, we won't have to worry about money anymore.
Boss Chow, the paint on this pillar is peeling. Give it a fresh coat. Once it's painted, it'll look brand new.
No need.
This paint dates back to the Republic era. Paint over it and ruin it.
Just clean up the peeling spots and leave everything else as it is.
But without repainting, it looks pretty ugly.
An antique shop needs old-time feel. If it looks too new, it feels fake. The craftsman then covered the golden amu with elm and then halamu. To the workers, it was just an ordinary pillar.
Boss Zane, I leveled the base of the display case. Take a look and see if it works.
Very good. Put blue and white porcelain in this row and use warm lighting. Put jade in that row and use cool lighting. Got it?
Boss Zane, you're the most particular boss I've met. The clients I worked for before.
None of them were as meticulous as you. That kind of care is how you get good results. Once the shop opens, come by and you'll see why.
Boss Zane, when I got here, I thought your shop was a dump. Now that it's cleaned up, it looks pretty decent.
This is just the beginning. Bright Pavilion will be the most famous shop on this street. Mom, Dad, you're here. Come on in and take a look. The renovation's almost done.
So you just ignored everything I said, huh? You've already torn this family apart and still spending money fixing up this lousy place?
Son, didn't you spend all your money? Where did you get the money for this renovation?
Mom, don't ask about the money. It's clean. I didn't steal or rob it.
Clean. You make $320 a month, so tell me, how'd you come up with tens of thousands?
Ming Xian. Just tell your dad. We're worried sick.
I knew it. How could a young guy like him have so much money? Who knows if he stole it or robbed someone?
Let's stop work here for today. Everyone, head back first.
Ming Xuan, it's not that Dad doesn't trust you. Dad's just afraid you'll go down the wrong path. If you really did something bad, you've shamed our family for generations.
Dad, don't worry. I didn't do anything bad. I just dug up some antiques under the shop. I want to open an antique store and do honest business.
Renat. Antiques?
They're all down there, Dad. Don't tell anyone.
These things
are real. I had an expert check them. They're real.
This bowl, how much is it worth?
At least 700 or 800 grand.
700 or 800 grand? For one bowl?
And that's a conservative estimate.
Then how many are down there?
Over 100 more. Porcelain, jade, and paintings.
Ming Xuan, this stuff is our family's lifeline. You have to keep a close eye on it.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll send most of it to the auction house and turn it into cash. Then I'll expand the shop.
This display case is good quality, and the price is fair.
Dad, you're getting more and more knowledgeable.
Fair. I may not know antiques, but I do know how to haggle. That money of yours shouldn't be spent carelessly.
My dad's been frugal his whole life. He'd stretch $1 as far as it could go. He doesn't know antiques. But he knows this stuff is valuable. He helped me watch renovation and bargain on prices, so I wouldn't take unnecessary detours. You're
Zhao Mingxian, the one who took over Old Li's house. My surname is Ma. Old Li called me. He said there was something good here and told me I had to come look.
Elderly is doing me a favor. Master Ma, please have a look.
Schwanda blue and white lotus scroll plate of the Ming Dynasty, an imperial kiln treasure. Where did you...
Dug up from under the shop. Old Mr. Li's shop left this to me.
Old Mr. Li. He spent his whole life collecting. If he gave this to you, that means you're no ordinary person. This is Chenghua Doucai, worth the trip from Shanghai. Been collecting for 30 years. Only seen one like this twice. How many such pieces do you have?
Dozens of pieces, Master Ma. I don't have connections or background. If I keep them, I'm afraid I'll waste them, so I came to...
How do you want me to guide you?
Send these pieces to auction and let them be seen in the open, fair and square. But I don't know auction rules, and I don't know anyone in auction houses. Could you help point me in right direction?
Not bad, kid. Know how much it costs to hire me as an advisor.
Name your price. If I can afford it, but I want to learn real craft from you.
Alright, I'll help you. Xiao Zhao, get ready. Come to Shanghai next week. Know Old Dai, GM of the Shanghai International Auction House. Their spring auction is coming up, and they need a heavyweight porcelain piece.
Okay, Master Ma. I'll get ready right away. If Chenghua Doucai Bowl can sell for 800,000, after commission, I can pocket over 600,000, and the 550,000 from selling the porcelain, I'll have over $1 million in hand. Uncle Li, this treasure you left hidden under the shop is finally going to see the light. I won't let you down. This trip to Shanghai has to succeed. It can't fail.
Success or failure.
All comes down to this.
Mr. J.O., Old Ma told me about you. Did you bring it?
I did. Take a look.
Good stuff. Chenghua Doucai, perfect condition. Xiao Wang, have a look too. The body is fine and delicate, and
The underglaze blue is soft and the Doucai overglaze painting is, the mark says, made in the Chenghua reign of...
6 characters in 2.
The brushwork is smooth and round, no problem.
Mr. Chow, all of us experts agree. It's authentic. Are you planning to put it in the...
Yes, I want to...
Estimate is 900,000 to 1.2 million, starting bid 900,000, and increments of no less than 50,000. The commission is 15% of final sale price. Look over the contract. If it's fine, sign.
President Tai, can I go in person and watch the auction?
Of course. We welcome collectors to come in person. The spring auction is set for mid-next month. I'll send you an invitation then. Mr. Carter, we'll put this piece on the cover of the catalog as a featured item. Don't worry, it'll definitely sell for a great price.
Thank you, Mr.
Dale. Mr. Carter is a friend of mine. Take good care of him.
Of course. Is this the Chenghua Doucai Bowl? It's in amazing condition. I bet it'll go for over 1.5 million. I think even more. That glaze looks brand new. Very rare.
Hear that? The market response is great. I checked, and 7 or 8 collectors have already signed up to bid on it.
Hope it sells for a good price.
Don't worry. This piece won't let you down.
900,000 to 1.2 million is the estimate. The real battle is on auction day.
Next up, a Chenghua Doucai Bowl. Perfect condition. Clear provenance. Starting bid, 900,000. Minimum raise, 50,000. 950,000. 1 million. More, 1,500,000 once. 1,550,000 once. 1,550,000 twice. 1,550,000.
1,550,000.
That's higher than I expected. One bowl, 1,550,000.
Mr. Zhao, congratulations. Bowl set a new record for porcelain bowls at our spring auction.
Thank you, Master Dai.
Mr. Zhao, last time you said you had a few more.
I do. But I'd like to wait a bit. Once the antique shop is up and running, I'll bring in the next piece.
I understand. We'll be ready anytime.
How's Mingxian doing?
Mom, it's sold for 1,550,000.
Really?
1,550,000 for one bowl? Yes.
Dad, you heard right. 1,550,000 and only the first piece. Next, my antique shop is really taking off.
Mingxian, let's set off some firecrackers and celebrate.
Mom, keep it low-key.
Why not? Of course we should. My son sold one bowl for over $1 million. Why shouldn't we let him go?
Mingxian, looks like you've struck it rich.
Annie Chien, my antique shop just opened. Come by and support me sometime.
Zhao Mingxian, the neighborhood is saying you got rich. One bowl sold for over $1 million. I'm telling you,
When we got divorced,
you didn't give me a dime. If you don't give me 500 grand today,
Sonia, the divorce agreement was clear. What's yours is yours, what's mine is mine. You came here today to blackmail me.
Blackmail? You were married to Yaya. She stayed 3 years. Now that you made it, you want to dump her? If you don't pay up today, I'll smash your shop.
Here's 50 grand. Take it and get out.
50 grand? You think I'm some beggar? I want 500 grand.
Take it or leave it. If you don't want it, you get nothing. I know lawyers. If you keep this up, it's extortion. That's enough to put you away for years.
Zhao Mingxian, you're ruthless. Don't let me see you again.
From now on, we're done. We go our separate ways.
How much is this worth?
It's smaller than a bowl, but the jade is excellent. About 2 to 300,000.
2 to 300,000 for this tiny.
Mom, with antiques, size doesn't matter. Age and craftsmanship matter.
I used to think you were wasting money. Now I finally get it. You've got a real eye for this.
Dad, it's not that I have good taste. I got lucky. Master Lee sold me the shop and left the treasure to me.
Excuse me.
How much is this one? You know your stuff. This is a Qianlong era Qing lidded jar with 5-color dragon and phoenix patterns, in perfect condition. 180,000.
It is a nice piece. Can you come down a little?
The price is fixed. I can give a certificate of appraisal to guarantee it's authentic.
Okay. I'll take it.
180,000. And just like that, it was sold.
Mom, this is just the beginning. Master Martin, you came here in person. Must have.
Mr. Cole, you're opening today, so I had to show my support.
Mr. Cole, these items are good quality. Don't just sell them in the shop. Keep sending them to auction. Prices at auction are much higher than in the shop.
You're right. I'll send 2 or 3 pieces a year and build up my name.
By the way, Mingji, have you thought about opening an appraisal office? There are too many fakes on the market. Many people are afraid to buy. If you can issue authoritative certificates, business will be much easier.
An appraisal office? I was thinking the same.
I have a friend at the Cultural Relics Bureau. I can ask about the paperwork.
That's great. Thank you, Professor Ma. The antique shop is up and running. The appraisal office needs to happen as soon as possible. With an appraisal office, items will have an official stamp of approval. Customers will feel more at ease too. Once the appraisal office gets approved, I'll turn Mingxian Studio into a real brand.
But I must remind you, an appraisal office bears great responsibility. One certificate can mean a deal worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. You must answer to your own conscience.
Director Zhang, don't worry. In my appraisals, I only issue certificates for genuine. I never take fakes.
Good. I believe you. I'll approve the paperwork for you.
Thank you, Director Wade.
Mingxian, you've really made it big.
Mom, I'm just getting started.
I've worked in the factory all my life and never even made workshop supervisor. But you, barely in your 30s. You've opened a big shop and now you even have an appraisal office.
Dad, without your and Mom's support, I wouldn't be where I am today.
This is Zhao Mingxian, my young friend. He may be young, but has a sharp eye. You've all seen the Dotsai bowl he put up for auction.
That bowl really was something, Mr. Chow. If we ever need anything appraised, we'll come to you.
Anytime. Antique shop is open. And so is the appraisal office. Next up.
It's time to get out and travel a bit.
Staying in Wuhan alone won't cut it. With antiques, you've got to visit the places they come from, the old kills, the front lines of the antique markets, to train a real eye. With money in hand, there's no panic in your heart. Time to head out and learn some real skills.
Kid, you've got a sharp eye. This one is from the Ming Dynasty. Take it for 50.
It's a fake. The body is too porous. And the glaze is off too.
You know your stuff. Then take a look at this one.
How much for this one?
10 grand. No bargaining.
Deal. An official kiln porcelain piece from the concierge, worth at least 300 grand. Snagging a bargain feels so good. I came to Porcelain City for 3 days and spent 10 grand on this. If old Martin saw it, he'd price it at no less than 300 grand. That's what a good eye is worth. This trip was worth it.
Young man. What would you like to see, young man?
Master, I want to learn from you to judge porcelain body and glaze.
To learn this, you've got to endure hardship.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Touch these two pieces. Feel the difference. Young man, you're the most eager learner I've seen. A lot of people quit after 3 days.
Master, I want to learn. If I open an antique shop later and I isn't good enough,
All right. I'll teach you one last trick. Check the base. With porcelain, 7/10 of the truth is in the foot. This trip to Jingdajian was worth it. Compared to antiques,
and I like this as the greatest wealth. Jingdajian. Thanks. Next stop, Xi'an. How much for this painting? Signature's blurry, but the seal matches the book's records exactly. There's a good chance this is an original. I'll take it back and have Old Ma look it over. On my second day in Chang'an, I scored a huge bargain. If it's authentic, it's worth at least 500 grand. This trip was so worth it.
young man, good eye. Who taught you?
I taught myself. Back in Porcelain Capital, I learned to judge ceramic.
Love learning, but in the antiques trade, books alone aren't enough. You need practice. Collected for 40 years and paid millions in tuition.
Sir, could you teach me?
Take a look at this piece.
Real or fake?
The body and glaze both check out, but the inscription strokes are off. Should be a late Qing imitation.
Okay. Young man, you've got a bright future. I'm old. I can't take any of this with me. If you're willing, pick a few pieces and take them. The price is negotiable.
Sir, wouldn't dare choose. If you trust me, I'll help you make a catalog. Later, if you want to auction or sell them, I can help arrange it.
You're interesting. Everyone else comes looking for a bargain, but you want to help me.
Old gentleman taught me to judge things, so it's right I help him out.
Good. Good boy, people like you are rare these days.
Sir, you're too kind. I'm a junior. It's only right. Sir, 47 pieces. 22 porcelains, 15 paintings and calligraphy pieces, and 10 jade pieces. At least 8 of them are top grade.
Good, good. Wait. This item? This is for you.
Sir, this is too valuable.
Take it. It's from the Han Dynasty. It's not worth much, but it means something.
You've gotten thinner.
Mom, I haven't lost weight. I've been eating well out there.
Let's go. The car's outside.
Dad, did you drive here?
Borrowed it. Didn't you say you found something good? Let's get back and take a look. These? You bought all of this?
It cost less than 20 grand. But this stuff is worth at least $1 million.
Mingxuan, your eye is really sharp now.
Dad, I spent 2 months learning about porcelain in Jingdazhen, paintings and calligraphy in Xi'an, and met an old collector. He taught me a lot.
Good. Good son.
Mingxian, there you are. I heard you made a fortune and opened an antique shop in Wuhan.
Uncle, Auntie, what brings you here?
Big sis, we've really missed you. Xiaohao wants to find a job in the city. Mingxian, help arrange it.
Xiaohao, what can you do?
Anything. How about making me a store manager?
A store manager? You can't tell a real antique from a fake. How can you be a manager? No openings here. Try somewhere else. Uncle, Auntie, I don't mean I won't help. In this line of work, if you don't have skills, you can't do it. Go ask somewhere else. Some people shouldn't be indulged from the start.
A blue and white landscape figure jar from the Kangxi era. And it's in perfect condition. How much did you pay for it?
10,000.
This piece is worth 300,000. Your eyes gotten better. This is a work by one of the 4 masters of the Qing. Look at the brushwork, the ink tones, the seal. It's authentic. How much did you pay for it? $800 for a 4 masters painting, Mr. Chow. You really scored 2 huge bargains on this trip. This painting should fetch at least 500,000 at auction.
Master Ma, I'll leave both of these in your hands. I trust you.
Mr. Chow. How many pieces do you have in your collection?
40 or 50 in the cellar. With new buys, about 60 total.
That's enough. I suggest holding a private collection exhibition next year and putting the best pieces on display together. When the time comes, I'll help invite them. Your name will blow up overnight.
An exhibition for the collection is a great idea. But I want another year to prepare and gather more top pieces.
Alright, I'll help you plan it.
After getting back from Xi'an, I picked up more fine pieces. Next, I should go check out Zhengzhou and Nanjing. In the antiques trade, Yura gets trained on the road. Decorative style matches the late Shang dynasty, and the patina looks right too. If this is real, it's way more than a small leak.
Hey, this looks good. Boss, how much is it?
5,000.
5,000? I'll take it.
Buddy, I picked this up first.
You picked it up first, but did you pay? Rules of the antique trade, whoever pays first gets it. This guy knows his stuff too.
And he plays hardball. No time to haggle with him.
Boss, I'll offer 10,000.
What do you mean? Trying to pick a fight?
Boss, I saw this first, and I offered more. Who are you selling it to?
Hey, the tripod is yours.
Fine, you've got guts. Don't let me run into you again.
Good thing I got it. But that guy was clearly bad news. The script matches the bronze inscription style of the late Shang dynasty. Patina has natural layering too. It's not artificially aged. This piece isn't 80% real. It's real. A Shang bronze tripod with an inscription and in complete condition would start at least 500,000 on the market. If it goes to a major auction, it could even fetch 800,000 or 900,000. That glasses guy was quicker than me today, and he's got a sharp eye too. This place in Zhengzhou runs deep. We need to be careful at the market tomorrow.
Brother, you know your stuff, right? I've got something and I want someone to take a look.
What is it? Hurry up and show me. Nice piece. You looking to sell?
I need cash fast. How much can you offer? He spotted us.
We need to finish this fast. 30 grand cash. Deal right now.
Okay. You're quick, brother. What thing did you pick up this time? Let me take a look.
Nothing much, just an ordinary old jade piece.
I think that guy's item is something special. Your luck is way too good. You snatched my tripod yesterday, and today you're at it.
Brother, in the antiques business, sharp eyes and skill matter. If you're not happy, move faster next time.
Fine, you're tough. But remember, Zhengzhou is my turf. Don't let me find out you've got anything good on you, or else.
That guy doesn't just have a sharp eye. He's crooked too. I need to get out of here fast. I did pretty well in Zhengzhou. Next stop, Nanjing. Hello, sir.
What would you like to take a look at, young man?
Just looking around. Boss, how much for this one?
That one's not for sale. It's part of my own collection.
Boss, I run an antique shop in Wuhan. I really like this piece. Name your price, and I won't bargain.
You've got a good eye. I've had this Schwanda blue and white plate for 30 years. If you really want it, take it for 600,000.
Alright, I'll bring the money tomorrow.
Young man. What do you do?
I just run an antique shop. If the piece is good and the price is right, I buy it.
Had this piece for 30 years. Hard to let it go. But my son needs money overseas, so have no choice. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry, I will. Schwanda blue and white plate of this quality is worth at least 1.5 million. Worth it.
Good news. For Masters paintings sold for 620,000 and the Kanchi blue and white jar sold for 360,000. Together, you'll get nearly 900,000. Mr. Zhao, with your cash on hand, plus this new batch of pieces, your net worth is already over 10 million.
Money is just numbers.
The pieces matter. Master Ma, I want to hold a private collection show next year. Please.
No problem. But your collection isn't well-rounded. I suggest adding some themed pieces, like Chenghua porcelain or Ming jade.
Okay, I'm heading to Hong Kong next. The auctions there have a lot of great pieces.
These are the categories, budget, and channels you still need to add.
Master Ma, know anyone in Hong Kong?
Yes, I know an Asia consultant at Christie's. Can introduce you.
That's great. Going to Hong Kong next month.
Ming Xuan, you're going to Hong Kong?
Yeah, the auctions there have good stuff. I want to look.
Go ahead, your dad trusts you now. Whatever you do, Dad supports you.
Mr. Zhao, look at this Tsinghua Doucai chicken cup from the Ming Dynasty. It's the cover lot of this auction. Estimated at 80 million Hong Kong dollars. That's a real treasure. I can't afford it now. No rush, take your time. Why don't you check out the other lots first? If anything suits you, I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Starting bid 500,000. Highest bid wins. $550,000. 600,000. 650,000. 650,000. 750,000. Any higher?
800,000.
All right, 850,000. We have 900,000 here, currently the highest bid in the room.
A 90,000 premium is too high. It's not worth it.
Next up is a Ming Dynasty jade belt plaque. Starting bid is 300,000, with increments of 50,000. 350,000. 400,000. Any higher? 550,000, going 550,000, going once, going twice, sold.
Hey, this piece is in great shape and fairly priced. Good eye.
Got it for 550,000. This jade belt plaque wasn't cheap, but it's worth it. On this trip to Hong Kong, even though I only won one piece, I saw a lot of great stuff. Before next year's Collectors Expo, I'll need to make a few more trips. Boss, how much for this one?
This one's from the Kanchi era. 180,000 Hong Kong dollars.
This is a Guangxu imitation. 30,000 Hong Kong dollars. I'll take it.
You know your stuff. 30,000 it is.
Guangxu imitation of Kanchi, even if it's a reproduction.
The workmanship is pretty good.
It's still worth collecting. 30,000 Hong Kong dollars isn't expensive. Hey, little Zhao. Your collection is already quite impressive now.
Master Ma. Let's prepare for the collection exhibition.
Sure, I've drafted a plan. We'll hold it next autumn, right here in the exhibition hall made by opening up your 6 storefronts. The exhibits are in 4 sections: porcelain, jade, paintings, and calligraphy.
Do we have enough for 80?
Joe 80p, 40 or 50 in the cellar, plus the 30 some just got. Borrow a few from friends and
Alright, let's do it that way.
Hello. Excuse me, is this shop dealing in antiques?
Yes. Radiant Pavilion just opened not long ago.
I'm interested in antiques. May I go in and take a look?
Come in.
Wow. Conchi era, right? Emerald blue glaze.
You know porcelain?
A little. My advisor studies ceramic history, so I've seen quite a few specimens with him.
What's your name?
Lin Sher. I'm a PhD student at the Central Academy of Fine Arts. I live.
We're neighbors. Come by anytime.
Really? That's great. I was worried I wouldn't find a place to study real pieces. No matter how much you read, nothing be.
This is a white jade beast from the mid-Qing period. Hold it and feel it.
So nice. Now this is real jade. Smooth and rich like cream. Mr. Chow, thank you for showing me many wonderful things today. Can I come by?
Sure, I'm going to Hunan next month. When back, I'll bring some new pieces. Come see them then.
It's a deal.
That girl's eyes light up when looking at antiques. She's not here just to make money. She really loves them. The drawing is wonderful. You brought the pattern on the blue and white jar to life.
You've still got a long way to. I want to understand the shapes and patterns of these pieces through drawing.
That's a good method. Many old collectors learned authentication by copying pieces too. It's from the Xuanda era. I picked it up in Nanjing. Try sketching it and get a feel for the early Ming painting style.
Xuanda blue and white is so precious. Afraid I'll mess it up.
It's fine. Even if the drawing goes wrong, the piece won't. Just draw.
Mr. Chow, how did you collect these antiques? Going out to the countryside? Traveling around?
Jingdezhen, Xi'an, Zhengzhou, Nanjing, Hong Kong, wherever good things are, I go.
Sounds great. I want to travel and see the world too. Pity I'm still a student. I have neither money nor.
Once you graduate, you'll have plenty of chances. If you want to go then, I can take you on a trip.
Really?
Really. You're passionate about antiques, and you know art history. You've got real potential.
Thank you for letting me draw something this wonderful.
No need. You're my neighbor and in the same line of work. No need to be so polite.
You should. A new little restaurant just opened at the entrance to the alley. The food's good. Let's go. Mr. Zhao, how did you first decide to open an antique shop?
Long story. Short version, I got lucky and dug up a few things.
Where'd they dig it up?
Right under this shop. Original owner, Mr. Leroy, sold me the shop and left the pieces to me too.
This is just like a novel.
Real life is stranger than fiction.
My advisor said you can't study art history from books. You have to see it up close, so I'm jealous of you, around these treasures every day.
You can too. When graduate, if you want to work at my shop, you're welcome anytime.
Mr. Jory, you mean that?
I do. I need someone who knows art history and can write and draw. You're a great fit.
Thank you. I'll think it over carefully.
Lincoln Shaw is sincere, simple, and talented. If he's willing to come work at the shop, that'd be a good thing.
Mr. Zhao, I've made up my mind.
About what?
After I graduate, I want to work at your shop. It's not about the money. I really love these antiques and want to be with them.
Good. It's a deal. Maybe the treasures this shop brought me weren't just those antiques.
Xuanda blue and white plate was promoted for 2 months, then sold at Christie's Hong Kong for 1.8 million Hong Kong dollars. After commission, you cleared just over 1.5 million. Congratulations, little Zhao.
This piece set your new personal record.
Thank you, Professor Ma. Still, I'm sad to let it go. The condition was good. It'll be hard to find another like it.
But you need cash right now to prepare for the collection show. When your name gets out there, more pieces will come your way.
You're right. I looked over the plan for the collection show. The exhibit list needs some changes. I'd like to split the jade and bronze pieces into 2 separate sections.
20 items each. Okay, I'll go back and redesign the display layout.
Mr. Zhao, only 8 paintings and calligraphy are on this list. Isn't that too few? Over 40 ceramics. The proportions seem off.
You're right. Paintings and calligraphy are my collection's weak spot. I haven't.
My advisor has archives of ancient paintings and calligraphy. I can borrow them for reference. Also, I can ask them if they'd lend pieces for the exhibit.
That's great. Help me contact them. The loan fee isn't a problem.
No problem.
I've never heard of Zachary Brightwell. But since you're recommending him, he should be solid. What good stuff does he have?
These are his pieces. This Schwanda blue and white plate sold for 1.8 million at Christie's. This Kangxi blue and white jar was a bargain in Porcelain City, and this Han jade disc was picked up in Central Plain City.
Nice pieces.
He wants to borrow some paintings and calligraphy, planning a private collection show. His porcelain, jade, he's short on paintings and calligraphy. Could you help reach out to?
Sure, I'll ask around for you. But I have one condition. When the exhibit opens, I want to see his collection.
No problem. Mr. Talon will definitely be glad to have you.
Little Talon, your pieces are top-notch, especially these Ming porcelain pieces. Even museums here rarely have them.
Professor Lee, you're too kind. I got lucky.
I heard from Linverse that most of these pieces you picked up in the countryside.
Jasper Town, West Peace, Grandvale, South Capitol.
Rare to see a young man willing to work hard and with such a
For the paintings and calligraphy, I contacted 3 people for you. 12 pieces, all
Great. Thank you, Professor Lee.
Now that feels a lot more balanced. 42 porcelain pieces, 20 jade pieces. 14 bronze pieces, 20 paintings and calligraphy. Perfect.
We owe you. If you hadn't asked Professor Lee to help, the paintings and calligraphy section would have fallen apart.
I just ran a few errands. Because your collection is so good, Professor Lee was willing to help.
Lena, when the exhibition ends and you graduate, work at my shop full-time. I'll pay you more than anywhere else.
Okay, I promise.
The collector's exhibition opens in 6 months. By then, everyone will know. What they dug up from underground is in scrap metal. It's history. It's culture. It's the soul of centuries. Once all 6 storefronts are open, total area will be nearly 10,000 square feet. That's enough for a small museum.
Mr. Chow, when all 6 storefronts are open, the total area will be nearly 10,000 square feet, so the exhibition porcelain, jade, bronze, and paintings.
Use warm lighting in the porcelain section, since it brings out soft glaze. Use cool lighting.
Mr. Chow, you're even more professional.
He's an expert. Do it his way.
Mr. Zhao. How should I list the origin of this bronze tripod? You bought it in Zhengzhou, but we don't know exactly where it was dug up.
Write private collection. As long as provenance is in order. We don't know the excavation details, so we can't make something up.
Okay,
Ever since Lyncher got here, I haven't had to worry about little things. She's patient and careful, better than me.
Finally done. All 96 pieces, every single one accounted for.
Thanks, hard work. I'll treat you to dinner tonight, and no turning me down this time.
Then I won't hold back. Mr. Zhao, wishing collection exhibition great success.
When the time comes, you come by. I'll save you the best spot.
Of course I'll be there. I'll bring my professor and classmates too, so they can see what real antiques look like.
You're very welcome.
Mr. Zhao, which of these antiques is the most valuable?
Come with me. This Tsinghua Doucai bowl. The first thing I ever sold. And the one I hated to part with most in my whole life.
It's really beautiful. Do you regret selling it?
I did. But I needed the money back then. Now I want to buy it back.
So you can still get it back.
I know the buyer. He promised that if he sold it, I'd get first dibs. He might let it go in the second half of the year. I have the money ready.
That's great. Things only feel right when they're back with their rightful owner.
Open a museum. Donate all these pieces. So everyone can see them.
Mr. Zhao, finish the guest list for the opening ceremony. Cultural relic experts, collectors, and media. 80 people in total.
Add another person, Professor Lee. He was Lyncher's mentor. The calligraphy and painting exhibition needs his help.
Okay.
Mr. Zhao, do 2 look okay together? One is a landscape, the other is flowers and birds.
You're right.
2 different.
Move the bird and flower painting to the opposite wall, place it with the other bird and flower piece, and give the landscape.
Mr. Zhao. I feel accomplished now. I wrote these placards, and I hung these paintings.
You're the curator of this exhibition.
The curator, me?
Yes. When the opening starts, I'll tell everyone. Lin Sher is the curator of this exhibition.
Mr. Zhao, thank you.
You earned it.
Mr. Zhao, everyone's here. We can begin.
Guests, welcome to the Treasures of Bright Pavilion exhibition. I spent years collecting these antiques. I'm showing them today not to show off, but so more people can see the finest treasures of Cathay. Still in the hands of our own people.
Never seen a Changhua blue and white piece at any museum back home in such perfect condition. Young Zhao really is impressive. Absolutely. At your age, having a collection like this is impressive.
Ming Xuan, everyone's been praising you. Son, I'm proud of you.
As long as I make you proud, that's enough for me. Sherlin, you've worked hard today.
Not at all. Enjoy talking with them about.
I've decided. Once the exhibition ends, come work at the shop. You'll be head of curating, and you can name your monthly salary. Stop calling me Mr. Zhao. Call me Ming Xian.
Xiaoshe, thanks for today. Come for dinner tonight. I'll make something delicious.
No need to be so polite, Auntie.
Yes, of course. You've helped Mingxian so much. I need to thank you.
Haha, Xiaoxi, come on. Your uncle here cooked in person today.
Your home feels so warm.
My mom loves keeping things tidy. She was the same at home.
Xiaoshe, come on, try your uncle's braised ribs first.
Auntie, let me help you carry the dishes.
No, just sit down. Come on, hurry up, you two.
This home hasn't been this lively in a long time.
Ming Xuan's dad never respected anyone in his life, but he does you. What you've achieved today comes from your own skill and guts.
Dad, without you and Mom, I wouldn't have made it this far.
Mr. Zhao, in the past month, 7 auction houses want to work with you, and 15 collectors want to buy your pieces. How will you handle it?
I'm not selling now. Don't need money at the moment. I'm open to partnerships, but I want reliable ones.
Mingji, you're not a street vendor anymore. You're a collector now. Your status is different, so you have to do things differently.
Mr. Ma is right. About the Changhua Doucai bowl I mentioned last time, has the buyer been contacted?
Yes, that collector said if you want to buy it back, he'll sell it to you at the original price. You were the first owner.
Good. Whatever he paid for it, that's what I'll pay to get it back. I won't take advantage of him.
Mr. Zhao, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Your collection is big now. The name Bright Pavilion sounds like a shop. It's not grand enough. Have you thought about registering a brand called Bright Pavilion Culture?
A cultural company?
Fold the antique shop, the appraisal office, and the collections exhibition into it. Later on, you could even do art funds and cultural publishing.
That's a great idea. Help me take care of the paperwork.
Okay.
Lin Che, guess what this is?
You got it back?
It came home for the original price, 1,550,000.
Thank goodness, it's finally back.
Yeah. Things feel right when they're back with their owner. I feel it was worth it. Not for the money, but for these treasures. For the people who truly understand them. When company registration is approved, you'll be cultural director. In charge of exhibition planning and academic research.
Cultural director? I'm still a fresh graduate.
You're a doctoral student at the Central Academy of Fine. Your advisor is Professor Li. Even old Ma said the note you wrote for the collection show was excellent. You've earned it.
Ming Xian, thank you. Work hard, I promise.
Shop keys. You're one of us now.
Ming Xian, could we turn the collection show into a book with a catalog and academic essays to use as research material later?
That's a great idea. You be chief editor and ask.
I'll ask Professor Li tomorrow. Ming Xian, you know what? I'm really glad I walked past your shop that day.
That was one of the luckiest encounters. When the time is right, fate finds its way. On an ordinary afternoon, in an antique shop.
Mr. Chow, we've reviewed your collection. The quality is excellent. This batch of porcelain from the Ming Dynasty. A few pieces are what national museums are missing.
Director, which pieces do you need? Can lend them.
We need 3, a Schwander red glazed gilt cloud and dragon bowl, a Qianlong Famil Rose 100 deer vase, and a Songaware Celadon sunflower washer.
A 1-year loan is fine, but exhibits must list the source. Collection of Bright Pavilion.
Haha, of course. Hey.
Museum loan exhibition. That's the highest recognition for our collection.
Ming Xian, Professor Li said there's a major fall auction in Hong Kong with some heavyweight pieces. Want to go take a look?
I do, but this time you're coming with me. You're the cultural director now. Broaden your horizon.
Really? I can go to Hong Kong?
Sure, I'll pay for the ticket and book the hotel.
Then thank you, President Zhao. Mingxian, look at that one. A Qinghua Doucai bowl from the Ming Dynasty with 4-season floral patterns, valued at 15 million. If we could add one like that to
15 million? I can't afford it yet, but
You can look at some other pieces first, Mr. Porter. This item is in perfect condition, valued at 3 million. If you're interested, you can give it a try.
that's a fine piece. You can bid on this one.
Congratulations to Mr. Porter for winning the Qianlong Famille Rose 100 Deer Vase for 3.8 million, and Ming Wang Wally Brush Holder for 900,000. Ming, this is great.
Little Porter, you've already spent 4.7 million today. How much is left in the budget?
Plenty left. Don't worry. This plot is on Sunward Street, next to the vacant factory building. It's over 3,000 square meters. I've already worked out the deal and will buy it and turn it in.
Over 3,000 square meters? How much would cost?
For factory building and renovations, the budget exceeds 8 million. With my cash and a loan against my, it's enough.
8 million? Isn't that too risky?
Not at all. The museum is the biggest dream of my life. If I lose the money, I can earn it back. But if I miss this chance, it's gone.
Mr. Chow. This can be turned into 3 floors, permanent exhibits on 1, temporary shows on 2, offices and storage on 3.
Storage rooms need constant temperature and humidity, and security system must be top.
No problem. We expect it to take about a year.
I'll design visitor flow in the galleries, so they won't have to backtrack.
Okay. Give it to you. 5 million could buy a luxury mansion. It's enough to travel around the world. But I chose to build a museum. Because those antiques don't belong to me alone. They belong to this era. For the next generation.
Leave wall open for a giant poster.
Right.
This is the spot.
Lena. You're looking more like a site foreman.
Well, you hired the foreman too. I'll go check the 3rd floor storage room. We need to keep a close eye on the temperature control system. Marcus, should this display case go in the middle or against the wall?
Against the wall. Leave the middle open so people move around.
Okay.
Wipe your hands. You're covered in dust.
It's worth it. On opening day, seeing visitors stand in the gallery I designed was enough for me. Mingxian.
How's it going with Xiaoshi?
Mom, we're just coworkers.
Co-workers? You two are together every day, like a married couple.
Ming Xuan, your mom's right. You're not that young anymore. It's time to settle down. Xiaoxi is a good girl, and your mother and I both like her.
Dad, Mom, know what I'm doing.
Mingxian, you wanted to see
Lin, sure. My parents asked when you're coming for dinner.
your mom and dad want to see me?
Not want to see you, they want you to come. They like you.
This weekend. I'll bring some fruit.
Okay.
Sherry, you're here. Sit down. I made you pork rib soup.
You're too kind, ma'am.
Sherry, come by more often from now on. The house feels lively when you're here. It makes us happy.
Your parents are so nice. Parents live out of town, so I see them only a few times a year.
From now on, Wuhan is your home too. Come by anytime you want.
Mingxian. I want to ask you something.
Ask away.
How do you feel about me?
I thought you already knew. From the first day you came here, I knew you were different.
Then why didn't you say sooner?
Because wanted to wait until the museum was built. I wanted to tell you this in the best way.
Silly.
This is a Han Dynasty white jade bracelet. I've kept it for years and could never sell it. Now I want to give it to you.
Mingxian, this is valuable.
No matter how valuable it is, you're worth it. This lady is my student.
She's talented and passionate.
With her helping Zhao Mingxian.
He's a lucky man.
Yeah, those two are a perfect match.
Old man, Mingxian has really made something of himself.
He's always been our pride and joy.
Mingxian, you've achieved your dream. No. We achieved it together. Without you, this museum would never be this perfect.
So what's your next dream?
Next, I want to marry you. Lin Shaw. Will you marry me?
Mason, you finally settled down. Your mom and dad have been waiting for this day for so long.
Aunt Quinn, thank you.
Shaw, you're my daughter now. If Mason gives you a hard time, tell mom.
Auntie, no. Mason would never bully me.
I, Victor Dawson, haven't done much with my life, but I have a wonderful son, and now a wonderful daughter-in-law too. I'm satisfied.
Dad, please don't say that. Without you and Mom, I wouldn't be who I am today. At this moment, I feel like it was all worth it. Money can be earned again, antiques can be collected again, but you only get one family.
Mingxian. Today is the happiest day of my life.
From now on, every day will be even happier than today.
Since when did you get so smooth with words?
I learned from you.
Xiao Zhao. Almost 20 years have passed since I met you. I've watched you grow from a poor kid into a great collector, and now you've built a museum. Your life has truly been worth it.
Master Ma, without you, I couldn't have come this far. You're the benefactor fate gave.
I wouldn't call myself that. You've got vision and guts.
Master Ma. This collection of Mingxian Museum is for you. Your name is in it. You're the academic advisor.
Good.
Mingxian, do you remember the first time you sold this bowl?
I do. Needed money back then. I had no choice but to sell it. Later, I bought it back. Because I made myself a promise, the good stuff wouldn't leave.
And you kept it.
This bowl came a long way. It crossed the waves, was sold, but in the end, came back. 20 years ago, all laughed at me for being a fool. 20 years later, they say I've got a good eye. I just saw one step further than they did. What's buried underground isn't just antiques. It's the soul of centuries. I only brought it back into the life